So what is a word analogy? An analogy is a relationship between two words. Another way to think of an analogy is it's a comparison between two things. How are these things similar? How are they different? One example might be this color wheel. On this color wheel, we have an analogy. There are three colors: green in the middle at the bottom, and then a kind of lighter yellow-green on the right, and then on the left, a light blue. These three colors are analogous. They're similar. They're not the same. We can see that they are cool colors. That's how artists might talk about them. And we can see that they're right next to each other. So they're similar, but they're not necessarily the same. What we're trying to do is figure out, how are they similar? Why do we use analogies? Well, usually we use analogies so that we can explain something with more detail, or to show how a situation is like something else, or how an object is like something else, or how an idea is like something else. For example, someone might say that their love burns like a fire. Not an actual fire inside their bodies, but that the love that they feel is like a fire in some way. So that would be an analogy. You're showing how love is like fire.
You're asking me, what is an analogy? It's a relationship between two words. Red is to stop, as is. Green is to what? At a red light you stop, at a green light you go. Tall is to short, as is. Big is to what? The opposite of tall is short. The opposite of big is small. 3 is to 6, as is. 4 is to what? 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 2 is 8. Now you see, what is an analogy? It's a relationship between two words.
So again, what is a word analogy? The way that we're going to use word analogies is like a vocabulary problem that you're going to solve. A vocabulary problem, a word analogy, is going to have a pair of key words and then 4 other word pairs. And then you have to decide which of the 4 other word pairs is most like the key words. For example, we have cat, meows, and 4 options. Is it like cow and grazes? Is it like animal and growls? Is it like dog and barks? Or is it like chirps and bird? So first we have to figure out what the parts of a word analogy are. Analogies compare things, so we want to know, how are these things similar and different? The colon over there, those 2 dots stacked on each other, that's called a colon, and that means is to. Cat is to meows. The double colon means just as or just like. So cat is to meows just as something is to something else. Cat is to meows just as cow is to grazes. Cat is to meows as animal is to growls. Cat is to meows just as dog is to barks. Cat is to meows just as chirps is to bird. So how do we solve the word analogy? To solve a word analogy, you have to make up a simple sentence that shows how those words are related. How are the keywords connected to each other? So we might make a sentence like this. A cat meows. That's called a bridge sentence. So how do you build a bridge sentence? So just as a bridge crosses over a river to join two shores, a bridge sentence connects two words based on their meanings and how those words relate to each other. A bridge sentence should be short and to the point. Shovel is to dig would be a shovel is used to dig. Bird is to feathers. A bird has feathers. Daisy is to flower. A daisy is a type of flower. So a bridge sentence should be short and to the point. What do we mean by to the point? To the point means that you're talking directly about the most important part of something or the most important topic. So if we say get to the point, we mean we really only care about the most important stuff. Don't tell me about the extra things. Tell me about what's most important. So the bridge sentence should be short and it should be the things that are most important. So again, just as a bridge crosses over a river to join two shores, a bridge sentence connects two words based on their meanings and based on how they relate to each other. It should be short and to the point. So, a shovel is used to dig. A bird has feathers. A daisy is a type of flower. Those three sentences are short, and they try to talk about the most important thing about those two items. So, let's build a bridge sentence for the keywords below. Cat is to whiskers. All right, our bridge sentence is a blank has blank. Use your worksheet to see if you can complete that sentence. Small is to large. The bridge sentence would be blank is the opposite of blank. Try to complete the word sentence. Pencil is to write. The bridge sentence would be a blank is used to blank. Take a moment to complete the bridge sentence on your paper. Needle is to sharp. The bridge sentence would be a blank is blank. Make sure you complete the bridge sentence on your sheet. Petal is to flower. A blank is part of a blank. Again, complete the bridge sentence on your paper. Apple is to fruit. And blank is a type of blank. Take a moment and make sure that you have completed each bridge sentence on your paper. Let's see how you did. A cat has whiskers. Small is the opposite of large. If you need to correct or change anything, use a red pen or a different colored pen. Don't erase your answers and don't use regular blue or black pen. Use a different color. So if you need to correct, cat has whiskers, correct that. If you need to make any changes or corrections to small is the opposite of large, then you can do that. Let's continue. A pencil is used to write. If you need to make any corrections, do that. A needle is sharp. Again, take a moment to make any corrections. A petal is part of a flower. make sure that you take a moment to make your corrections. An apple is a type of fruit. Again, make sure that you've made any corrections that you need to for your bridge sentences. Don't erase your answers. Use a different colored pen or even a colored pencil to make changes that you need to. All right, let's reverse the bridge sentences. So we're going to reverse the order of the keywords. Take a look on your sheet and complete each of those reversed bridge sentences. Your first one should look something like this. Whiskers are on a cat. So again, take some time and complete each of the other bridge sentences that have been reversed. We're going to correct, so pause here if you need more time. So this is what the reversed bridge sentences should look like. Whiskers are on a cat. Large is the opposite of small. You can write with a pencil. Sharp is a characteristic of a needle. A flower has petals. A type of fruit is an apple. Just like before, if you need to make any changes or corrections, use a red pen or a different colored pen, but don't erase your answers. Write over the corrections that you need to make. Pause here if you need more time. So, how do you solve word analogies using bridge sentences? So if we go back to cat is to meows, cow is to grazes would look like a cow grazes. Animal growls, an animal growls. Dog barks, a dog barks. Chirps bird, a chirps bird. So if we start with a cat meows, we have to figure out which of these bridge sentences works best. So meow is a characteristic of a cat. A meow is a sound that a cat makes. Let's see how that fits with our other options. So a cow grazes. A cow does graze, but grazing means eating slowly. A cat meowing, that's a sound. So let's check the others to see if they work any better. All right, an animal growls. An animal can growl, and growling is a sound. But it doesn't tell us which kind of animal. In the first part, we have the cat doing the meowing, so we know which animal. It's not quite specific enough. Let's go on. All right, a dog barks. A dog does bark, and barking is a sound. This has a strong connection to the keywords, but let's check D before deciding. All right, a chirps bird. All right, while a bird does chirp, the words are in the wrong order. So it says a chirps bird. Therefore, C is going to be the correct answer. So let's take a moment and mark C on this one. All right, let's try the next one with some bridge sentences. We have knife is to cut, just as baby is to cry, or storm is to rain, or shovel is to dig, or oven is to heat. So if we make a bridge sentence, a knife is used to cut. Does that sound like a baby is used to cry? A storm is used to rain? A shovel is used to dig? An oven is used to heat? All right, so cutting is what a knife is supposed to do. It's the function or use of a knife. So a baby is used to cry. That doesn't work because a baby isn't used to do anything, right? They're just babies. They're not tools or implements. A storm is used to rain. A storm can produce or make rain, but it isn't used to rain. This doesn't match the keywords bridge sentence. A shovel is used to dig. A shovel is used to dig. This has a strong connection to the keywords, but let's check D again before deciding. An oven is used to heat. While an oven does heat up, its main function is actually to cook, not just heat. Therefore, in this case, C is going to be the correct answer. So let's say we mark that.